Seattle. So $600 million is going to be given to rebuild, revamp Key Arena. And apparently the NHL is very confident in the next expansion. Oh, they're not saying it publicly. Rumor has it that because of escalating value of franchises, they could ask for $650 million in expansion fees from that 32nd team. They don't have to share that with the NHL Players Association either. That just stays with the NHL. There's an interesting thing about this. And I did a whole video and I was ready to upload it, and then I went, no. Because there's a very interesting thing about this that I hadn't really thought of. So we have a collective bargaining agreement that's expiring in 2019 if either the players or the owners opt out. This arena won't be good to go, and Seattle won't be ready to join the NHL until 2020. You guys know 2020. I did the video a couple days ago on possible Armageddon. That this could just blow everything up again. We could be looking at another big, huge swath of lockout crap. This puts the shoe on the other foot. See, up until now, the players have been the ones who desperately need a new deal because they want to play in the Olympics and they don't want to not get paid. Well, the NHL is going to want it $650 million. So they have 650 million reasons to sit down with the players early and get this done. This could be the thing that allows an agreement to happen without a bloody lockout. None of us want a lockout. Nobody wants a lockout. It's just stupid. So Key Arena, and whether this is a full revamp for $600 million or they blow it up and build a new arena, and it seems to depend on which way you read the article as to whether they're just blowing up Key Arena and rebuilding it or revamping the entire thing on the inside. Basically, the outer hull would remain and the whole inside gets remade. Seattle wants in. Seattle now has big money backing them up. Bonderman and Bruckheimer are backing them up. The OVG group. The NHL's wanted Bruckheimer in the NHL for quite a while. His name surfaced a few times with Vegas. It just fell through. And now Jerry Bruckheimer is apparently involved with this Seattle group that's looking to renovate the Key Arena or blow it up and build a new arena. And they've said they'll have it done by 2020. I don't think that number is a coincidence. They've already reached out to the NHL, and the NHL's acknowledged it. Bill Daly has said they've talked to us, and there's nothing more to report yet. That's a report in and of itself. For fans who remember, before Vegas was announced as an expansion team, the normal response from the NHL was, we're not looking to expand right now. We welcome the interest of these cities, these areas, but we're not looking to expand right now. The NHL has 30 healthy teams, and we're going to leave it that way. So with that lie out of the way, they just ignored all of the rumors and all of these offers that I'm sure they were getting. They're not ignoring this one, nor are they denying it, which means they want in. No denial means they want it. That's the NHL for you. So again, I hope players are paying attention. This will allow X amount of players into their union, so it's an extra 25, 30 jobs through the Seattle franchise. It also means that there is pressure on the NHL to make a deal rather than just lock them out and go through this crap all over again. And Seattle's big. I mean, bigger than that $650 million expansion price tag. It's a big market. And it's 2 hours down the road from Vancouver. It would actually decrease costs for travel for Western teams. It would stop a lot of the whining from teams on the West Coast about travel. And it would make for an interesting decision in regards to which team goes to the Central. You're not going to put Seattle in the Central, and the Central's the division with 7 teams. So does Arizona join the Central? So it could be Calgary or Edmonton, because you're not going to break up the Battle of Alberta. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. You're not going to move a California team to the Central, which could mean Arizona has a worse deal in terms of travel. But regardless, the NHL wants this. They want Seattle. And right now there's people in Seattle that want in. And $650 million for expansion on top of $600 million for new arena. My God, these men are made of money. And then we're going to hear from the NHL in a few years about how they're not making enough money off the current CBA, and they need to claw something back from the players. And there are going to be fans that buy it and say, oh yeah, the players are really greedy. There's so much money in professional sports, and there's so much money being bantied, lobbied around right now. Just friggin' get it done. So hopefully Seattle comes in and that stops all the lockout talk, because it's a lot of money that the NHL could potentially have deferred because of a lockout. Just imagine 2019 comes to an end. We have a big expansion draft, the same as we just had with Vegas, and then there's a lockout. So you have a whole team of players for a team that hasn't taken the ice yet, and a lockout. What does that do to fans in Seattle who just became fans of the NHL? What does that do for a brand new team? How's the draft going to work the year after if it's a whole year locked out? Like, there's too many reasons not to have a lockout this time. So, fingers crossed, this is what gets it done. So, Seattle comes in. If Seattle fails, I think Kansas City or Houston would end up in line for that team. But Seattle is the one that the NHL wants. It's the one that the NHL's wanted for a long time. When it was Quebec and Vegas that ponied up the money to get started with the process, it was kind of a known thing that the NHL had wanted it to be Seattle and Vegas, and there just wasn't an owner. Now there is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.